If you're a landlord, chances are your finances are scattered. Rent payments here, expenses there, bookkeeping somewhere else. Baselane says that it can replace all of that. But can it really simplify your entire rental business? Or is it just another overhyped tool? Stick around, because I'll show you exactly where Baselane surprised me, and the one feature that I didn't expect to use every week. Here's where my deep dive into Baselane really began, reading through real user reviews. Before testing it out myself, I really just wanted to see what people who had actually used the platform had to say. And while the shiny features on the homepage are impressive, it's the user experience that matters most. One review caught my attention. A user had a frustrating experience, clunky features, unclear error messages, and a setup process that dragged on for 10 days. Now, at first glance, that's a red flag, but when I looked closer, some important context stood out. Baselane's support team didn't leave her hanging. They responded quickly, offered to help with the setup, and even provided direct access to their production team. It wasn't ideal, but it showed that they're not ignoring the problems when they arise. That said, this seemed like a rare case. The vast majority of users actually had a smoother experience. With a 4.2-star rating, many praised Baseline for its seamless banking and tax features, plus constant improvements. One investor praised how Baselane's banking and tax tools just work smoothly and keep getting better. Another user, not even in real estate, called it the best business banking account he'd ever used, thanks to easy setup, zero fees, and cashback perks. So, while no platform's perfect, the overwhelming feedback points to Baselane being reliable, with active support and continuous updates. Now, let's take a closer look at the core features that have people so excited, and where the platform might still need to catch up. Alright, let's start with the heart of this review, the Baselane banking features. For me, this is where the platform really shines. You get to the ability to open unlimited checking and savings accounts for each of your properties or entities. If you're like me and have ever tried juggling property expenses across one account, you know how messy they can get. So Baseline fixes all that by letting you organize every property's finances in its own account. Security deposits, handled. Savings for a big renovation, covered. It's organization heaven. That's not all. These savings accounts earn up to 3.56% APY, so if you're like me, then you'll love the idea of even just my idle money actually working for me instead of just sitting there. And knowing that everything is FDIC insured through Baselane's partner, Bank, that's some serious peace of mind too. Now, I want to talk about Baselane cards. Baselane offers both physical and virtual debit cards, and they're not just your average cards. You get 1% cash back on all purchases and up to 5% cash back on home improvement expenses. That's perfect for landlords constantly reinvesting in properties. Plus, you can set spending limits, you can lock cards instantly, and you can even create virtual cards for specific projects. It's like having a complete control over where and how your money is spent in like different projects and where exactly you want it to go. Now, if you've ever juggled receipts and expense categories across several properties, this is a total lifesaver. Paying bills can be such a chore, but Baselane makes it super simple with its automated payment platform. Whether it's ACH, wire, or even mailing a check, it's all handled for you. I can't tell you how much time I've wasted on manual bill payments in the past. This feature alone feels like a breath of fresh air. Another thing I love is Baselane's built-in rent collection. Tenants can pay you directly through the platform, and the rent is deposited straight into your Baselane bank account. And get this, it's automatically synced with their bookkeeping tools. So like it's tagging every transaction by the property. If tax time usually stresses you out, I know this one does it for me. This feature is a total game changer. And while banking is the star of this show, Baselane also offers a bunch of other useful tools like tenant screening, property insurance, and even landlord loans. Now, let's talk about pricing. Honestly, this is one of the best parts about Baselane. Baselane's core features are completely free. You heard that right, completely free. No hidden fees, no minimum deposits, no monthly charges. It sounds too good to be true, but they have to make money, right? Well, they do. If your tenants pay rent with a credit or debit card, there's a 2.99% processing fee, but ACH payments are free. And if you're not using Baselane banking for rent deposits, there's a $2 fee per deposit, which is totally avoidable if you stick with their accounts. For everything you're getting, I think the pricing structure is incredibly fair, especially for landlords managing multiple properties. So, what's the bottom line? If you've tried juggling spreadsheets, disconnected bank accounts, and manual rent tracking, Baselane is absolutely worth checking out. From automated bookkeeping to high yield savings and a smart debit card controls, it's like finally getting your rental business under a single roof. For me, the feature I use every week is the built-in rent collection. It saves time, it keeps everything synced for tax season, and it just works. No follow-ups, no manual tracking. That alone makes Baselane worth it. Check the link in the description to get started with our special discount and coupon, and finally simplify your landlord life.